Good afternoon. I'm just going to do a quick unboxing review on a new product I've got, and this is called a Tactacam. Basically, you can buy the camera on its own, and you can get various different mounts, or you can get a mounting kit. So this is the complete kit. So basically, you can fit it on any like normal optical scope and record video through it, and obviously shooting videos and stuff like that. So if you've got like a night vision, like the Parda NV008 and the ATN, you can record when you're shooting. Well, this enables you to record through a normal standard scope. So I'll run you through the two parts. So this is the kit. So this is the mounting kit. You can see from the picture that the actual camera goes in one side, yeah, and then the actual other side fits over the actual optical end of the scope, the eyepiece. So it comes with 7 different adapters. So I'll just show you a few of the bits first. So this is your mounting thing here, okay, so it's a mirrored thing. So basically your camera goes in one end, it records through this mirror and picks up the actual reticle, okay, and of course you can actually see through the reticle as well, so you can fit it and shoot with it and record at the same time. So these are really solid alloy mounts, really solid bit of kit. It comes with an Allen key as well, so you can actually do the two. They've got 2 for the actual fit around the scope and 1 to fit tighten up around the camera, okay. Really well engineered piece of kit. So that's that bit there, so that fits over there, and I'll show you the actual adapters. So these are the adapter rings. Just pull these out. You've got 7 adapter rings, they're all numbered, yeah, different internal dimensions, so there's different thicknesses, and basically you pick one to fit over the end of your scope. So say this is your scope here, this is the Discovery. Obviously you need to take your dust cover off, dust cap, and basically you find the end that fits over there, and then you fit the actual mount over that. So I'll probably do a little video of actually fitting that. Okay, so you get 7 of these and an Allen key. So that comes actually kit there. And then moving on to the camera, okay. So like I said, you can buy this camera on its own, and then you can just buy various different mounts. But because I want to do some video reviews of the actual reticles and the shooting, because a lot of people say, oh, review a scope, but can you show me what the reticle's like? And it's much easier to just fit a camera and record and shoot and show the reticle all at the same time, isn't it? So, and this is 4K, this will record up to 4K. Okay, one thing you do definitely need to get before you can use this camera is a micro SD card. And it's got to be, basically there's a certain specification, it's called a Mark III, and basically you look for this. You can see that the 3 on the SD card is quite important because it's speed wise, because you're dealing with 4K, you've got to have a rapid SD card. So I bought a Lexar 128 gigabyte, yeah, professional, for 25 off Amazon, and yeah, it's perfect. Okay, so that tells you about that. The actual manual comes with a really good manual, tells you everything you need to know. Basically it's a Wi-Fi camera, so basically you can actually you download an app for your Android or your iPhone or iPad, and basically you connect it wirelessly, and basically everything you record, yeah, goes basically to that. It's recorded on your SD card. You can remove the SD card and plug it into your computer, and then copy the video over and edit it. You can do all those sort of things. So this is the camera. Like I said, it's an SD. It's a ultra high def camera. You've got a small microphone at the bottom. You can see that just there. Okay. You've got your 2 buttons there. You've got to have an SD card in it, yeah. Otherwise, when you power it up, it won't. When you power it up, it starts recording, and then it blinks. And then when you press it to pause it, you get a solid green. In pause mode, you can press the mode button here, and that turns on your Wi-Fi, and then you can just link it to whatever device you have, yeah, and then you'll get live stream video, yeah, to the actual phone or iPad or Android, whatever. Okay, in the back you've got this cap you remove. It's a turn and lock. It's obviously it's quite stiff because it's airtight. It's a water resistant, so you need to turn it, unlock it, pull it off, and in the end you'll see various connections. That bottom bit there, that's your battery that pulls out. It's like a half moon. Yeah, above it is your micro SD slot, and you'll see there's 2 other connections there. One's a mini HDMI, so you can plug this directly into your telly. I've got HDMI, so you can try it out. And the other one is a micro USB, and basically that's for charging, yeah, and also for connecting it to your laptop. Or you can charge it via your laptop as well. So it'll charge it. It takes about 3 hours to charge. It comes with a charger. One thing to point out is the charger is like the American 2-pin. Get yourself a shaver socket. Yeah, I'll show you what I use. Yeah, these are designed for shavers. Yeah, basically they're 1 amp. This is a 1 amp charger. That's it. It fits perfectly and it does its job. It took about 4 hours to fully charge this battery, and the life of a battery is supposed to be about 2.5 hours, obviously depending on temperature, external temperature. Okay, so very straightforward. Like SD card. As I said, you need to have an SD card for it to actually work. So best thing is, if you're going to buy one of these, order an SD card, but make sure you get the U3, which is for 4K, because this has 3 modes. It has a 4K mode, it has a 2.7K mode, and it has a slow motion mode, so you can actually flick through the modes on this. Also, the app on your whatever device you have, you can actually go into that, and there's loads of things you can adjust actually in there. So it's quite easy, to be honest. If you've got an iPhone like I have, I run it off this, and you can actually go in there and actually run the camera from your iPhone, and it's much easier than having to try and press buttons and everything. So you can record from it, you know, so you don't need to press the record button, you can pause it, all those sort of things. It's really nicely made. Yeah, it's got like a protective coating, obviously for water resistant. It tells you actually the modes, the type of modes inside the back of the cap actually. Yeah, so every time you press the mode button, it flicks through, it just cycles through it. So put that back on like that, push it on tight, and it's quite tight. See, it's locked in place. You'll see it's locked in because it lines up with those. That's a turn and lock. Okay. So yeah, I should be doing a video of this. I shall be maybe do a mounting review, how to mount it onto the actual scope, and then I should be doing some videoing through it. Okay, and see how she works. And obviously comes with your lead as well to plug your charger into the back to charge it up. Okay, so that's just a quick unboxing review. Like I said, they're not cheap in the UK, but if you're like myself, I do reviews and I do a fair bit of shooting, and I've never had the ability to record through a normal scope. I've tried with like a standard camera, and to be honest, the quality is nowhere near as good, and you've got to sort of like get it just perfect. But this mounts directly on, and it's fixed in position, so you should get some really good. I've seen a few videos of this in 2.7K. It looks really good, but this is 4K, and with a 128GB SD card, you'll get an awful lot of video on that. So yeah, I'll be in touch, and I'll do a few shooting videos and show you what some of these reticles look like, and how it actually performs. So I hope you enjoy that little unboxing review. Take care, and thanks for watching. Good afternoon. So I'm back with my Tactacam 5 ultra high definition camera, and obviously this is how you mount it. Just a quick video. So you use these spacers, yeah, adapters, and they go over the actual optical bit here. Now what you've got to remember is you want it so it fits snugly like that. Okay. So what you've got to remember is you've got to put your camera on. So if you've got this in the way, you won't be able to get it in this side. So you can put this either way, like that or like that, whichever suits. If you've got illumination on here, obviously this won't work. So so basically what you want to do is get this gap. This little tip is get this gap where that is there, where it goes. It can be, otherwise that will not go in there, you see. Okay, so what you've got to do is line that hole up there with the cutout. So we've got the scope, so it's going on the side like that. Okay, so pop it in there like that, slide it on like so, and just tighten these 2 screws here, but don't over tighten them. You don't need to. In fact, all you got to do is to do finger tight like so. That's it, solid. Okay, now because you've got that cut out there, okay, your camera will go in. So your camera can be adjusted. Yeah, once you've got it fitted, you can adjust it to make sure it's vertical with the crosshairs. But we're just going to fit this for the purpose. So that just goes in like so. Okay, so that should be roughly vertical. And then you take this Allen key, comes with the actual adapter kit, and again just 2 fingers and that's it, and that's how you fit it. Very straightforward. Like I said, if you've got an illumination on here, you can't fit it, and you can see that the illumination on this is on the side, so there's no way you can fit this camera that way around because you haven't got enough gap to slide it in. Okay, so very straightforward. So that's just an installation video. You may have to adjust your eyepiece to get the focus right, because you've got to have between 3.5 and 4.5 inches eye relief for the actual camera to focus on the crosshairs. But this particular scope seems pretty well focused with my eye relief. With my optical setting on the reticle, the camera seems pretty focused on the actual crosshairs. Okay, so there you go. Hope you enjoyed the little video. Thanks for watching.